There's a better look at it, Jess.
It's cute. It looks so mad.
Mm-hmm. Angry mud weasel.
Yes.
Hi, Jess.
Nick says hi.
Hi, Nick.
No.
And while we're talking, I got Broforce on.
Nice.
Good old Broforce.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, VOD watcher. All one of you. Probably Kagura.
Probably more.
Hello.
There's been a few more.
And several others. Welcome to the 2020 Top 5 Games. Towards the end of February 2021.
Oh, jeez.
Turned out to
Took
be
us
a good year for gaming. Thanks to Yakuza.
Oh, yeah.
Took a bit. See, like now I'm,
I mean,
I'm the Terminator, Jess.
It'd be even longer if we actually went for, like, try to get Cyberpunk in on
Can you
PC
shoot down?
and Spider-Man.
Dang.
Yeah. No, if I had PS5 games included, this would be a different.
Oh, yeah.
Different.
We would have been a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. Who am I now, Jess?
Is that McCloud? No, I have no idea.
Rocket Man. Is that the movie? He has a jetpack, World War II, fights Nazis. You said you liked that movie. No? Hold on. Pause the podcast. It's a pause cast now.
It's
Hello,
a
Game
podcast.
God.
Hello.
How are you? Game God, what's your top 5?
Now, where's your top 5, Game God? Lay it out for us.
It's not Rocket Man. The Rocketeer. Year I was born. Nice. Nice. Rocketeer?
I don't think so. It looks a lot like Ultraman.
I swear I thought you told me you liked this movie. It's got Liv Tyler in it. That's
You
the
know,
main
probably,
guy.
but it's just been a long
Yeah.
time.
He gets an experimental jetpack. He fights Nazis. The bad guy, Timothy Dalton, is the bad guy.
Let's be honest, how many 90s movies actually are fighting Nazis?
I don't know.
A good amount. It's
Probably most of them.
I mean, the Nazis deserve it, so. We have to kill enough Nazis
Oh,
in
yeah.
fiction to make up for how many they killed in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Only for last year. Yeah, Game God. For 2020. None of this games I played in 2020 nonsense. I hate when podcasts do that. Kind of like every year on IGN does their Game of the Year awards. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, their Game of the Year awards, and also like their top 20 like Xbox games, like Xbox, but then they include multiplats. I'm like,
Can't include
but
multiplat.
it's the top, Microsoft games of the year. But then your entire list is multiplats because they don't come out with exclusives anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, just don't do a list then.
You can't do a list with Xbox anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they have Halo.
Yeah. Plus, they have to clarify
And
now.
Google
Now it has to be a console exclusive because everything they have is on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
Ah.
Game God, you played all these?
Really?
Game God, you've been
I
real
didn't
quiet for
expect-
playing all these.
Yeah.
Zen Remake, Last Part 2. I mean, I played all these. Nice. Way to hold out on us, man. I don't remember Ghost of Sushi, though. Sounds like a food-related game.
Yeah, it must be a sushi game.
Do you hunt raw fish? Alright. We will start with... what did I say in the thing? I think it was let's get it out there. Let's start negative, and then the rest is positive. Nick, what is your worst and or most disappointing game of 2020?
This is gonna disappoint you a little bit, I'm pretty sure.
Hit me. I like pain. I just got done working out.
Because it's a disappointment to me.
That's fine.
Because
yeah, mine's too.
It had so much potential and it was fun, but they didn't fix it. My most disappointing game is Predator Hunting Grounds.
It's a good game too.
I know it's fun, but they didn't fix the problems that was there. They had game-breaking things where the hunter could completely destroy the people.
Predators, balls.
Berserker, fucking stick predators. The fact that they went into paywalls with things for like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they didn't really, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything from them.
Yeah, I don't think it sold well enough, so they just stopped supporting it.
It's such a disappointment that that type of game would have done really well if it would have done better.
It's a good game too. I like that game.
Yeah, it really would have been fun. It was fun, but the loop also stopped.
And they needed more content. They didn't really do any more content.
Yeah, like literally, we were playing the same 2 maps, I think.
Yeah, they needed more maps, and then they needed to tweak some balancing, add some more guns, or maybe a new human class, a little more specialized. Yeah, they didn't do any of that.
They didn't do it. There's so much potential behind that game, but it was left to just rot.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It really is.
We put like 30 hours or something into that game.
Yeah, we put a good amount of hours into it. We
just ran out of content.
Yeah, we ran out of content with it. We tried to keep going, but we had too much frustration and didn't have any more content to do.
That's fair.
It was just us going through the same things over and over again.
Okay. Mine is also not a bad game, but definitely disappointing. I'll give you one guess, Nick.
I'm guessing Last of Us for you.
Wrong.
Oh.
But mine is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Ah.
Yeah, very beginning of the year.
Understand this.
Yeah.
I fully understand this one.
Because CyberConnect 2, they're the wonderful studio that made all the Naruto Shippuden and Ultimate Ninja Storm games. They made Asura's Wrath. They made like a bunch of really cool, fun, like arena-based combat games. So I was like, them handling Dragon Ball, I can see that being fun.
Oh yeah.
But it felt real spammy.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the Dragon Ball games' fault. Like they keep doing that.
I just think it's because the combat just isn't as technique focused in Dragon Ball as it is in Naruto. So instead of different techniques and strategies, it's beams and melee combos. And it felt really spammy. I think we only got through halfway through that game and the AI got real spammy. It was...
It's full on. Just go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, go watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You'll get a better experience.
So it was fun flying around. They did a good job of recreating everything. It's just... Especially with those games, the combat has to be really good, otherwise you're not going to want to get through everything. So, yeah. Because I love CyberConnect, but yeah, I just think they needed to, I don't know, somehow tweak the combat system to actually make it a little more enjoyable.
Yeah. So. I feel like they could do a lot better with it if they just spent a little more time with it.
Plus they had like random battles everywhere, kind of like it was a JRPG, which was weird.
They put too much like JRPGs into it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's mine. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. I don't think I played a bad game.
I don't think there was anything lower than... For me, there's nothing lower than a 7.
Yeah, let me see.
7 is the lowest for me, and that two of them... I only have 2 games that are at 7s.
Yeah. I have a handful of 6s, but I don't think anything hit a 5. Nothing was below 6 for me, so yeah, it wasn't a bad year.
Oh, this was not a bad year. This could have been... I feel like this year might be bad just because of the fact that we're gonna have a lot of games delaying.
Well, 2021 or
for 2021, yeah. I think 2021 is gonna have a lot of delays hitting because this is when the actual Corona is gonna hurt it.
I don't know. I feel like next year is going to be the slow year. So I feel like they stalled a little bit this year for games they wanted to get out, so it'll come out this year.
Yeah.
But then once that's out, they're going to have to take time to get more stuff out.
Well, I looked at the list for this year is for 2021's releases. It's cut off at October. There's no more there's no more announced release dates past October.
It's because it's too early. It's tough to check.
Yeah.
But there's already a lot of stuff I want to play.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying there's not enough to play. I'm just gonna say, this is the year that we're gonna start hitting the delays of the backlash of Corona. This is gonna be the start.
That's fine. It means I can actually take my time with some games.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
You're all good.
Hold on. I'm adding games that I want to play before I forget that I want to play them. Yeah, because, like, I want to start Cyber Shadow, and then I think in a week, 9 days maybe, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection comes out.
Yeah.
And then we have the Black Hole that is Monster Hunter next month.
Oh yeah.
And I still have all these Demon Souls runs I want to do, but I don't have a PS5.
Yeah, the PS5. It's still the scalpers. We have to. Pause.
That's the most disappointing thing of 2020.
Yeah, we have to put a point of the scalpers of 2020 being complete and utter assholes, and they have been trying to play the victim card over and over again. Like, oh no, we're doing the right thing. We're just being a middleman and stuff like that. I'm like, no, you're not.
That's what the retailer is.
You are trying to be a fourth wheel on a 3-man end show.
Mm-hmm. You were preying on people in the middle of a pandemic for your own benefit.
Oh yeah.
You're as bad as the people buying up toilet paper.
Which, funny thing is, now there's tons of toilet paper when people are having like winter storm warnings and stuff like that.
Oh, I know, poor Texas. They are not winter-proofed at all.
Oh no. They're having power outages. I have family down there too, and they're like, I haven't even heard about what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm. I hear it's real patchy. I heard it's because Texas is so, like, anti-federal government that they have an outdated, like, power grid.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of it being updated, being helped by the government, they have their own, and that's why it's, like, so terrible down there.
Oh, yeah, I fully don't doubt that.
Yeah. Good old Texas.
I mean, that and they've already tried to, like, make themselves their own country before.
Yeah.
So that probably just put everything behind.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. But yeah, there's... Oh, yeah. And then, right before Monster Hunter, I don't have a PS5, so I won't be able to play it, but Returnal looks really cool. Mm-hmm. Do you know what this game is?
I believe. I want to double check before I say yes.
Okay, they showed it at around E3 time, so the E3 that wasn't E3.
Yes, I did see this.
Yeah, so it's the third-person roguelike, basically.
Yeah, we didn't get much on it. It looked like a roguelike, but it was a really interesting game. Yeah, because you get different builds. Every time you die, you restart, just like a roguelike. Yeah. So it's like a different high-budget take. So I want to play that, but I can't. Yeah,
Resident Evil 8 will be out in a couple months, and I can't. Mm-hmm.
And Ratchet & Clank, we're going to get that sometime this year, probably.
They said... fall? Late summer?
Yeah.
I saw a date on it recently.
They're not going to release it for the PS4.
No, so...
That game needs a PS5.
Oh, absolutely. With the portals and the loading times, for sure.
The reason why it's that way is because they're actually using a solid-state drive, so even computers are going to struggle with that.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a showcase for the PS5.
If you have a solid-state drive, you're good. That's the only way you're good.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm going to have this whole, like, PS5 backlog.
Oh yeah, there's I want to play Spider-Man, I want to play the new updated Spider-Man, because they changed the model of Peter Parker.
Oh, it's so weird looking.
I don't like it. I keep the other one. look
Yeah.
right.
Reddit likes the new one, but I like the older one. The older one.
I like the older one. I'm very partial to the older one.
The new one, he looks way too young.
It does. Like, he's supposed to be a little bit more. He's supposed to be out of college and be working.
It's supposed to be like a mid-20s adult.
Yeah, not mid-teenager.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, get your facts straight with it, or just stick with one.
I think I heard it's because they were trying to make him look more like Tom Holland. So
Yeah,
that's weird.
it is. Just stick with your guns. Like, Tom Holland isn't Tony Stark level stuff.
No, Game God, he's
Rob
agreeing
Reiner.
with me.
Yeah.
We're in agreement.
We're
Down,
completely
boy.
understanding it.
Whoosh. I'm kidding. I wouldn't slap you, Game God. I'm gonna give you a concerning hug with a slight moan. Huh? Be nice to Nick, huh? Will that get people in the podcast?
Oh,
Huh?
jeez.
Maybe.
It's like a sexy balloon.
Uh,
Alright. Yeah. Looking at my list, I didn't play anything that was terrible. I thought I put Hades as a 5 for a second. I'm like, oh no, it's a 7.5.
yeah, I have a lot of 7.5s.
Yeah. That was a good year. It turned out better than I thought it would. The beginning of the year,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, but it picked up.
Yeah, I was able to get Undermine finished in time, so
That's fair.
yeah. I can speak on experience through you, but that's about it. But it was also a fun play.
Love Undermine. It's so good. I'm so happy it went 1.0 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it just came out on Switch.
Nice.
Like, this week.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, the fact that it's portable now is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy that I'm actually, like... I like that they're finally putting out roguelikes that I like.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not, like... Before, when the genre was first out, I didn't really care for it, because
Yeah.
it was basically, you die, you start over. There's no real hard progress.
Yeah, there needs to be some type of progress.
It has to be incremental in some way, otherwise I'm going to lose interest real fast. Alright, let's see. Let's talk about some of our favorite gaming moments from 2020. So it doesn't have to be, for anyone wondering, it doesn't have to be, moments from your top 5 games necessarily. It can be from games that didn't even make your top 5 list, like I have a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have 5. Yeah, I have 5. I'll let you go first, Nick. What do you got? What are some of your favorite gaming moments of the year?
One that everyone has been waiting for many years, and finally got the official confirmation. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
The VR?
Yeah, no, Alex was not. Alex confirmed that Half-Life 3 is out in development.
Oh, cool. This will no longer be a meme.
It is no longer a meme. It is actually confirmed.
Cool.
So we can finally get the continuation of that story.
I hope so. I heard they teased it in a pretty big way at the VR, so...
Oh yeah, it is a big tease with the VR, and they've changed a little bit of the story as well with it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Also, the
Uh,
fact that VR is actually becoming a lot more prevalent is also a good moment.
yeah. Once they can actually really keep the quality, but, lower the barrier to entry, the
Oh yeah.
more popular it'll get. For
Like
sure.
right now, the barrier to entry is the lowest bar to entry is not buying a computer. It's actually buying a standalone version of the VR,
Yeah.
and it can run with it. It just streams to your computer if you want to stream it. But otherwise, you can fully play it just with the VR console.
Cool. Yeah, that's neat. I'm glad there were, there was a big VR title to help.
Oh yeah, that having that Valve actually like spearhead it
Mm-hmm.
makes a big difference.
For sure.
Like having companies see that it actually is working means that there's going to be a lot more now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else you got?
Oh, jeez. Well, of course, there's big moments of the fact that we have the console shortages right now. We can't. I gotta bring it up again.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a big issue with it right now.
Do you have anything like actually like moments that are like in games? Like,
in games?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's more. Sorry if I was vague about the question,
yeah.
but it's kind of what I was going for.
Big one is probably Ghost of Tsushima. Just most of those, most of the moments in the game, just seeing the open scenery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in the opening with when the title pops up.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, I want to play that on next gen just to see how much beautiful it can get.
Yeah, I hear it's even better.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
And it's just like, god damn it! I want the PS4 and the PS5 now so I can play it there and just see, graphics.
Right. I'm more looking forward to the load times than anything. That sounds so nice.
Are going to be amazing.
That face.
Alright, anything else for you?
Being able to play a Predator, like, even though we trashed on the game a little bit because it didn't go anywhere, playing as a Predator still felt pretty good.
For sure, yeah. Especially with the different abilities and stuff you can get, the different classes. Yeah.
It was very fun.
It was fun. Especially, stalking around people in the trees and stuff, and actually be able to, like, take out an entire squad. Yeah, that's real cool.
Oh, yeah. That's about it for me, like, the big ones.
Yeah. Alright, let me whip out my phone here. I have all my notes on my phone. Mine are game specific, so...
Okay.
Let's see, number 5, because I didn't get to experience it yet, because I don't have a PS5, but I did watch, Lobos play it. But the, Storm King boss fight in Demon Souls Remake, so... Storm King, Nick... I might link this to you just so I can have your reaction on the podcast.
I think I've seen it.
He's the giant manta ray.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
In the PS5 version?
Yeah.
Have you heard it with audio?
Really I have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you listen to that because that's the main reason it sticks out for me. Because they've revamped the score and the sound design and stuff for the remake. And the Storm King, just they've made him sound so intimidating now. And just with the lighting, they've added like rain and more storm effects and.
Well, you should have storm effects. It's the Storm King.
I know, but back on PS3, it was kind of like a drizzle.
Oh yeah, you had to worry about everything being processed and all the particle effects.
Yeah, but they've made it sound like he's like a cross between like a whale and like other things, and it's really intimidating. And Jess has heard it. Remember in Demon Souls Remake, the Storm King, just the sound design with that and stuff, just the deep boomingness as it comes by and like the kind of noise. Here, I'll link it to you. Boom. Alright. Give it a listen.
Okay.
And I'll entertain people as Judge Dredd. Because it's so good. The sound design is so good in that boss fight, especially with that combined with the particle effects. It feels so atmospheric. It's not a tough fight, but it's just so cinematic, and it really shows off what the PS5 can do.
That's that development company. They really good with these games. Like
Bluepoint's great. Yeah, so they did the Shadow of the Colossus remake too.
Oh yeah, like
and that remake's
they're
great.
on point with their music
for sure.
And how it needs to feel.
They're the guys I want to do the Fallout 3 remake if it ever happens.
It needs to happen. Like, just give them the rights to do it, and just say, make this done, so we can so people can play it again, and do Oblivion too while you're at it. It's like, just
big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Big.
She never played as Tank Girl before.
Huh?
I think they updated her with Tank Girl after I beat the game.
Oh.
Because they'll add people.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let me know what you think, Nick, because happens
I'm already
pretty
liking the
quick once you.
music.
Yeah, the music's really good, and then it's when he comes down, you know, because you have to kill off a few of the smaller ones, and then yeah, just wait till it comes down. And just let me know what you think, because it's really cool.
Oh yeah. This guy needs to learn to dodge.
Is he not good?
He's just get tanking the little guy's hits,
Of course.
like face tanking.
I just linked you the first one I could on Google, so I have no idea even who's playing.
Now he's dodging.
I'm gonna see if I can cook dinner.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I turn the heat on?
What?
It's pretty cold in there.
Sure.
Did you die?
No. Just giving Jess crap. uh, did it get to you yet?
Oh yeah.
You hearing it?
Damn.
Right? The reverb and stuff?
Oh
like,
yeah.
just the unique, like, whale noises or whatever it sounds like, you know?
Oh yeah, that is definitely like humpback whale
Yeah.
combined with some other things.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's so atmospheric. It makes it feel so intimidating. It's so big, and especially with everything going on.
Oh yeah.
So that's really good. That's why I put that. Just because from an experience alone, it's really neat. And I can't wait to actually, like, go through it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
You'll be able to.
Hopefully in the next couple months.
Yeah, as long as we actually get more stock and people stop being dicks,
I know.
but
Let's
they won't be.
Oh, no, probably not. So, moment number 4 is an Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The man with the axe in his head.
Oh jeez.
That was so funny. Just go over there and he's decimated this other guy, and he's like, "Excuse me, I feel a little numb. My head's a little scratchy. Is there something wrong with me?" I'm like, "Dude, you got an axe in your head."
I remember that. That was just funny to see.
Yeah. And they're like, "Do you take it out or do you not take it?" I was like, "Of course I'm going to take it out. This guy's walking around with an axe in his head."
But then he kills them probably.
It did kill him. It was more of a mercy killing, because who knows what would have happened if
I mean,
he's already going numb and stuff.
Yeah, most likely he was gonna die
Yeah.
eventually.
Felt it the kind thing to do.
Probably.
So that was really funny, and I'll probably remember that for a while.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Moment number 3 is in Last of Us 2. It's when they go to the cult people's island, and the military faction starts, fighting. So it's the whole island's on fire.
That was a really good moment.
Mm-hmm. So it's really cinematic. It's really intense. It's cool looking. Just from like a cultural aspect, the island was really interesting. So that was like one of the top moments of that game for me, was being on that island. It was so interesting.
That island was a really interesting way and to wrap things up, kinda.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely the big. That was the most actiony.
Oh yeah.
Part of the game for sure. So that was cool.
It did play against its core aspects though, having that much action happening at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It really made you just eat up all your tools just to try and make it through.
Yeah. But it was worth it. It was
up until then you were trying to take it one at a time. But then you have literally a field worth of things you have to take care of.
Well, especially with what's her face getting killed? The younger girl.
Oh yeah.
Like all that happening, and then the leader getting killed, and all that just happening at the same time. You're like, oh man, this is the place where people die. I don't know who's coming off this island.
So many people died there.
Yeah, the freaking girl shoots the. You think she's dead, then she shoots the boss. Then they all just to really make sure they 17 tap her.
Yeah. Not more.
I think you'll agree with moment number 2. I think you like this moment too, Nick. Let's see if you can guess it. Actually, it's in Watch Dogs Legion.
The crashing.
No, that is not a favorite moment of mine. In fact, it's the opposite.
Was it? It's in when we had to deal with the woman that was basically ripping people's minds out of their heads and making them into AIs.
Yes, I just put an underground lab house level.
Yeah, underground lab house. That whole area. Holy shit, that hurt.
Yeah.
Like I had to stop playing and just go like, nope, I gotta deal with this.
It's really cool. There's some nice, like, dystopian, nihilistic kind of sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
And it really made me, like, hopeful that we'd be getting more of it from that game, but it kind of peaked there.
It kind of did, sadly.
Because interesting, you know, it was, kind of tense, kind of scary.
Oh yeah. Like, full on, like, horror. Hearing her mother's voice crying for help.
Oh, I know. I wish the game could hit that quality more often.
Yeah, it got a couple other moments of that, but in the end, it didn't really fulfill it.
Yeah, kind of.
That's why I'm going back to. That's why I'm going back to Watch Dogs 2 just to see how it is.
I hear it's good.
Yeah, I hear that's the best of the 3 games so far.
Although I've also heard it's the most jokey.
Yeah, but it's got the better story from what I've heard.
That's fair. Let's see. Number 1. My favorite moment of the year is the showdown between... Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah.
The showdown between Jin and his uncle at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. If you told me that the heart of that game, emotionally, was the relationship between him and his uncle... I honestly thought the uncle was going to die first chapter in that prison. So.
Oh, fuck yeah. I thought he was already dead. Like, when we started up, I fully thought he was already dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fact that they both made it to the end and they have to fight because of their ideologies, they're both so heartbroken about it because they love each other, and they're doing it only because that's just what they have to do.
Oh, yeah. Like, literally, if they had the choice, they wouldn't fight. Like,
yeah.
I love the fact that his caregiver, the grandmother caregiver, literally said that if Jin's father was still around, he actually might have agreed with him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but no.
Which is completely understandable. Like, you sometimes have to throw away old traditions to save what you love.
Mm-hmm. And I think that at least my canon ending, it seems like it fits the theme, especially since they're trying to do homage to samurai films. Him killing his uncle, I think, is the ending. It's the most emotionally resonant ending.
That is true, but
they're teary-eyed, they have to fight, he has to kill him, because if he just walks away, it's like, cool, like, fuck your uncle. Like, cool, eat dick and live in shame, bitch. Like, it just doesn't resonate as well, you know what I mean? Because, like, he kills him because he loves him, because, like, if he doesn't, like, kill him, you know, then it's just a spit in the face of his uncle, too, and his character and everything he stands for. So at least if you kill him, you're at least granting him what he wants.
Yeah.
And it just fits so well, especially once the music swells and hits the credits, and it's like, my heartstrings. That's too good. Yeah. That's my favorite character relationship of the year is between those two. Because I thought once I knew that the uncle was gonna, like, be alive after Section 1, I was like, oh, they're gonna, you know, They're gonna be button heads real quick and be enemies, but it took them basically till the final third of the game to be at odds with one another. Like,
oh yeah,
the uncle really tried. He's like, I'm trying. I know you're trying to do what you have to do, but the poison was too far. And it really was.
It really was.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, Jin, in all honesty, Jin could have won without the poison.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He could have literally gotten him from when he saw the bombs on that the bridge door.
Mm-hmm.
He could have turned around, told the forces, went back and exploded it.
Yeah.
Then they have no more explosives. I'm pretty sure that was all their gunpowder there.
Yeah, that was a lot of gunpowder.
It was. I'm pretty sure that was all they had.
Yeah.
So they could literally have just done that and been like, well, you have nothing left to defend yourself. And now we can charge in whenever we want.
For sure.
Because you're stuck on a plateau.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it's just because that was the easy way to do it. And he was being impatient.
The easy way and the most feared way towards the Mongols.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like samurai don't do ninja things. There's a reason why there's different...
yeah.
Different
the thing is,
people.
He blurs the line of both.
He does, and that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah. In all honesty, I would... If we see another game, I want to be the descendant of him.
That's fair.
Because it would make sense if something happened to Tsushima or any of Japan, that his offspring would be the ones that do it and fulfill his teachings.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that he would probably also give back the techniques to the lands that he got them from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like he got the slash from a person that stole it from him, from their family. He also got the rage from someone that was literally just going around killing.
Mm-hmm.
So those two techniques can be taught to someone else easily. The third one, which was the Fireblade, the teacher's still there.
Yeah.
You actually don't kill him. I can't remember what the fourth technique was now.
It's been too long.
I know that we have the samurai style slash, the 3 strike slash,
fire,
and then fire.
Something else. I'm totally blanking.
I know. Was there a fourth though?
There was 4. Pretty sure
there was 4.
I feel like I want to say yeah.
Oh crap! But yeah, he could literally teach all those out, and then basically let that whenever he has to have an offspring to fill the role of the ghost, he sends them out to get those teachings again.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Because that's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. That'd be neat.
Also, I have to, because of Ghost of Tsushima, I have to also send that, because we have to talk about the fact that the fans of Ghost of Tsushima help repair shrines in Tsushima.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was an amazing thing to have happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, another great moment. Because I remember it being like, when do I get to decapitate people? And then they're defending the small town from the Mongols, and then you go in your ghost slaughter mode for the first time.
Oh, fuck,
and you slaughter the captain,
I
and you unlock beheadings, and I'm like, oh my god. I couldn't love this game more.
Just also the satisfaction of being able to end it off of on a samurai slash, like it's dash slash through someone.
Oh, I know.
That's the best ending of any boss fight that you could do.
I know, so good.
Those were so fun.
Plus, yeah, taking down the final boss, then he stabs him, then he does like a cool like beheading thing, just whoosh. I'm like, oh, samurai! It feels so good to have like just a fantastic open world, like dedicated non-fantasy based samurai game. Like, we finally did it.
the thing is, we also had the fantasy part of it as well. Like
Yeah.
they released the lore part of it, where they have it completely separated, but they still have both sides able to coexist. So
Yes,
that you don't have to have one or the other. You can have both if you want to, but you kind of have to separate them.
Mm-hmm. No, it's cool. Yeah. You even talk about like the multiplayer mode.
Oh yeah, that was a. We'll talk about that when we get to our number one.
Yeah.
Because it's both of our number ones.
Mm-hmm. Bit of a tangent.
Yeah. That's why we talk so much about it.
It's so good. That game is in my Hall of Fame now. See, I'm getting to the point in my life where I have too many games that it pains me to bump other things that were in my top 10. So now I'm not doing top 10s. I'm doing Hall of Fame. And that game is a Hall of Fame game.
It's the only way.
For sure.
It's the only way.
It's so good.
It literally is so good. There's so many games that are just...
Oh, yes. Before I forget. I would also like to do a time skip.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to do it a little differently. I think it would be cool if we skip ahead 15, 20 years and they go to like Kyoto or something. Wherever the lady and her brother were going to go. It's like a wrestling bustling city, right? Jin has kept low because the government has been after him. So he's just been living a simple life in this busy city. I don't want him as the playable character. I want him to be in like a mentor role.
Basically be mentoring the next ghost. Basically,
yeah. And then it's just about the local politics of that city. So, you're getting in fights with other samurai, there's gangs, there's, stuff going on there. So I guess kind of like I forget the name of the series, but they're those mediocre samurai games that came out on like PS2 and PS3.
What was it?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what the name of it was, so.
Yeah. So I'd love something like that, where it's like, you still have like, nature and stuff around this big town, but you're doing a lot of stuff in the town. I think it'd be really neat. And then that way, you can eventually evolve the government discovering that Jin is there, and that'll be the introduction to tougher opponents. And so that way you can still, reset the power curve with a new character.
Yeah, you have to, no matter what, it can't be Jin again.
Yeah. But you still have Jin there because he's just a cool character. You can see where, him and the other surviving characters have progressed.
Oh, yeah.
And
I fully expect him and Archer to basically be a couple.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yep. They had some romantic chemistry building up there. And, yeah. So, I guess I would like it to be, like Ghost of Tsushima, but you still have the big open map, right? You still have a bunch of nature in between, but you have a couple towns. It's a little more populated, because they're not, going to war. They're, they're a little more stabilized, but you can still, get plenty of opportunity for interesting character moments and combat and...
Yeah. Be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Either way, Ghost of Tsushima 2, please.
Yeah, we need that.
On the double.
Like, we already have Breath of the Wild 2 confirmed. It's just they don't have enough to tell us about.
I think they're saving it for E3. They're gonna be like, out this fall. I'm calling it now.
Well, what they said from the Nintendo Direct is that they don't have enough to show us yet.
Exactly. So give it like 3 or 4 months, they'll have something to show. For sure.
Yeah. Also, they don't do E3 anymore, so...
True, but they have their directs.
Yeah.
And it's always around E3. So it's like everyone does E3, even though they're not doing E3. But I think that's when they'll do it, because that'll be their big winter game.
Oh, yeah.
If they do it, because I don't think they're going to be able to... Like, in all honesty, if they had mid-development, I don't think they're going to be able to finish it until things start to normalize again.
Well, I think they got it. I think
Yeah, it all depends.
I think
It also depends
2022 will
if
be
they-
the Nintendo slow year for sure.
Yeah, it all depends.
Yep. I mean, I think they've been developing it ever since they released Breath of the Wild 1, and if they're pulling a Majora's Mask,
Yeah, if they're pulling Majora's Mask, then it's completely different. Then it's a lot easier on them.
Yeah.
They don't have to make a whole new map.
Yeah.
Which they, from what I understand, they are doing somewhat of the same map.
yeah, they're keeping the same assets. I think they're just rejiggering things, so that's why they can get it out in 3 years versus 6.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine with me, that's perfect. Keep the same engine, mix up stuff a bit, maybe introduce some dungeons to keep some of the old school fans happy.
Oh yeah. And I actually realized from the direct, they are completely right. The Skyward Sword is where Stamina Bar and all of that came from, pretty much. That was the original test through.
Yep. It doesn't surprise
I
me.
didn't
Nintendo
realize
is
that.
very iterative. They're always...
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
that's right. Holy shit.
Well, it's like I never got to play it on the Wii, so it'll be a first time for me, which will be cool.
Oh yeah. I suggest doing both. Like, trying out both ways of controlling it.
I might. We'll see how the stick feels, and if I don't like it, I'll do the motion controls. It's just... Motion
Yeah.
controls... I don't know. I'm lazy. I love sitting with a controller, and that's why I never went back and played Let's Go Eevee again.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want to sit there and just waggle that thing. I really
Yeah.
don't. Especially since I love the Pro Controller so much.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm glad. I was actually waiting to see, like, are they going to add some way of doing it? In the way that they're doing it with the stick, I think actually is one of the best ways to do it.
It's a good compromise.
It's
For
a
sure.
very good compromise with still keeping the feel of you are controlling where the blade is going, so which the game is kind of relying on. Because I saw some of the boss fights, I'm like, how are they going to do this? Because you kind of need to have that movement of the sword controlling it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the boss fights are like built around that.
For sure. No, it'll be cool.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah. Especially going in fresh. Like, I've seen the bosses, but they're
never
cool looking
fought 'em.
bosses. Yeah. I mean, I love that it's like angle based and stuff, so it's kind of, I don't want to say Dark Soulsy, but it's a little more, deliberate positional based combat. So
Oh yeah, it is definitely more like that.
yeah. So yeah. Any honorable mentions you want to throw out before we get to the top 5? One or two maybe. I stuck to
Yeah, I can
one,
feel-
otherwise I'll just. Because it always bugs me with honorable mentions when people mention like 5. It's like, okay, so this is your top 10 then. It's not your top 5. Like,
Yeah. I'll stick to 2.
Okay.
Maneater, it was close to being on my top on my list, and just it was fun, but there was also the fact that you kind of hurt your hand doing it sometimes,
Yeah.
trying to bite things. But also just all the collectibles in that. It's fun. And Zombie Army 4 got pushed out at the last moment because I was like, oh right, that game was there.
It was
So,
okay.
like, it was a fun. It's fun for co-op. But, like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's never like an amazing time, but it's always fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Especially when
those
you
are
get
my
Fubar
two.
to play with us.
Oh yeah. The more times we can get Fubar to join us, the better.
Y'all. Anything else?
Those are my 2.
Okay.
I'll limit myself to 2 so I don't because I'd about all mine that are in my top 5 are all my games pretty much.
That's fair. Mine is also Maneater. Very unique game, very fun game. Love that they decided, hey, what if we did underwater shark combat and then made it an RPG?
A Shark PG.
Exactly. And then I'm so happy too because I remember seeing that at the PC conference a couple years ago. I'm like, oh, please be good. Please
Oh yeah,
be
we
good.
we were both like, this has got to be good. There's no way this is gonna be bad.
Yeah. So the fact
And
that
they
it
pulled it
was
off.
good made
Oh
me
yeah,
very
that
happy.
was really nice.
And the platinum was reasonable. Thank
Oh yeah,
God.
very reasonable platinum. I have not done it myself, but I am going to be doing it in the long term.
Plus, I love that you could do different like armors for the shark to give you different like benefits and stuff, like poison, electricity, and
Oh yeah,
so that was really cool.
that was also that was really good to just have that as a. Oh, I want to play somewhat differently. Let's try this armor now.
Yeah. So it's definitely very fun. I would love a sequel to see what they could do with it.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to see if they, what they would do with the sequel.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it didn't quite make it. That and neither did Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So
Oh wow.
yeah, surprised me too.
I thought that was gonna be higher.
I know, surprised me. I was like, okay, never mind.
Wow.
Yeah. So boom, already got your shook.
Yeah, a little bit. I was surprised. I thought that was gonna be in your top 5.
So did I. It was fighting for the number 5 slot between Maneater, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then the actual number 5. So, well, alright. You start with your number 5. What do you got?
Okay, my number 5 is Last of Us 2.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. It was an interesting game. Was very fun to go back into that combat style. Playing as Ellie was fun. Abby is a fun one as well, even though fully wasn't done, but I also enjoy it. I don't know if I should be in the camp of I think it should be the other way around in terms of the halfways, because if you don't do Ellie's first, you don't have the context of why you hate her. So it's like I'm 50-50 on it. Like,
that's fair. Yeah. No, I think the story is definitely the most divisive part of that, because the gameplay is solid.
The gameplay is fully solid. Like, there's no like, to me, there was no problems with the game. Like, in gameplay.
No, it was fun to play for sure.
A very fun game to play. And very fun and to just explore the world and all the different factions that was there to learn. That was really good.
I honestly kind of wish, because the LA stuff was okay for me. They did a great job of making us hate her more and like Abby more. So it kind of evens people out more, you know? That you start them, oh, we know Ellie. We know why she's going on this quest, but then she just gets worse and worse and worse, and then by the time she leaves the farm, I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. You leave your life that you barely escaped with your lives. Now you're living on a farm, and you have a kid, and it's peaceful. But no, you gotta let Tommy get into your head and let revenge ruin what you have. So by the time I got to that point in the game, I was like, I don't even want to do this. Like, even though it introduces the best gun in the game way too late.
Yeah.
That silenced submachine gun. I'm like, where were you the entire game? I kind of wish they took a slightly different approach with it, where it was you can still do this Ellie and Abby conflict, but I feel like you could have saved that for a Last of Us 3. You have this game be about Abby, and then you can focus more on the two factions and the culture, and because that was the most interesting part for me, was the military faction versus the cult people.
It was a very interesting part with that, because you didn't exactly know what was going to go on with between them.
Yeah, and plus, imagine if you're playing through this game and then they end the game with her killing Joel. So you spend this whole time liking her, right, and learning her backstory, and then you have all that momentum to go into a third one with a conflict between the two. I think that would have been a little more interesting. I think people would have warmed up to Abby a little bit more, instead of opening with her demolishing Joel. Like,
it's a very decisive game. I won't give it that much. It's hard to say how it would be perfect. You'd be able to completely improve it, because there's parts that are good and there's parts that are bad, but I can't say how I'd want to improve it fully.
I think it's too long. I think,
honestly,
considering
yeah.
it's supposed to be just a story-based game, like 30 hours for a story-based game is too long.
It is a little bit long. Like, there was some, but like I also enjoyed the story of just exploring that world, like finding Seattle and trying to explore around it.
Well, honestly, if they wanted to keep it longer, I think what would have helped is if they had more open map segments like they did at the very beginning, where you're exploring.
They had a little bit in Seattle again.
They should have made it honestly just an open world, like an open map, open world kind of a game, just the whole way through.
Yeah, it would have been. I think that would have helped a little bit with how long it was.
Yeah, it would have helped with the pacing, I think, for sure.
It might have been, but then I don't know if like I think it would have helped, but I can't say for sure because of how I don't know how many times they've done open world like that.
That developer?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, like we've had one developer like switch completely on us.
Well, actually, I don't know. Was it Naughty Dog who did the $30 Uncharted game where it was the two ladies as the main characters, one of Nathan Drake's love interests, and then
I don't know.
I don't know if it was them that developed that. But that one was a kind of open worldy, open map. But I think that they don't have a lot of experience with it because they're very linear story focused.
They really are.
Yeah. But that's a good pick. I mean,
yeah,
it's it definitely has some cool moments. I think other than like the siege at the end. My other favorite moment of that game is when Abby is hung upside down. She's about to get killed by the cult members, but then you have to like escape through the dark and stuff as they're coming out, as the clickers are coming out to get you. Mm-hmm. Like that was really cool because it was really tense. You couldn't see anything.
Oh yeah.
So that was a really neat moment too. I think when it's such a weird game to talk about just because
it really is.
They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and it does cause some issues.
It did cause a lot of issues, but I can't fault like the big thing that I hate was the fact that the fan base, some of the fan base went against one of the voice actresses.
Yeah, that's always stupid.
It was so stupid for them to do that. I was like, really?
Yeah,
they're just playing a voice, a character. Don't get this riled up about it.
So it's like if you're gonna be mad at anybody for choices, you would be mad at the developer. They're the ones who are making the choices. So I don't know. I feel like with Star Wars and The Last Jedi, they were picking on what's her face?
Rey.
Not Rey.
Oh.
Not Rose. What's her name? She kisses the.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who. Yeah. The one that kissed Finn and was on the whole thing.
Her.
Yeah.
She was bullied so much she had to like delete her Twitter because people are just toxic.
Yeah. It's just so stupid how toxic people are.
Yeah. So it just happens with extremely popular stuff. Like people just can't relax.
Mm-hmm.
So, I appreciate the discussions that came from it, but man, some people just do not take some things well. Like people still complaining because Abby has muscular arms.
Oh jeez.
I'm like, get a life. What is wrong with you?
Seriously, like, yeah, women can have muscles.
Yeah.
Get over it.
It's like literally all she does is like go out and fight zombies and work out.
Literally,
like
if you were in the zombie apocalypse, every woman would be that way.
Yeah.
There's no way a person that just is skinny would be able to survive because it's not feasible.
Yeah.
You have to eat.
Yeah. So, no, I like that game. I definitely had some issues with just some of the decisions they made for story purposes, but other than that, I mean, it's a good game. My number 5 now that I've left it for mystery for you, is Spiritfarer.
Ooh, I wanted to get to that game. I never did though.
It's really cool.
I plan to get to it eventually though.
Definitely should. I think the reason I chose Spiritfarer over Valhalla and Maneater is because, well, both those games were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing them. Spiritfarer was more of a... It resonated with me emotionally more, just because you're there, you're, talking with these characters, you're learning more of their backstories of who they were as people. You're helping them deal with their emotional baggage they had on Earth so they can, pass on to heaven, because the whole time you're in purgatory.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, the game is fun, the art style is great. I love that, you're focusing on just, daily tasks, kind of like, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing style, with, like, getting ingredients so you can make different dishes to feed your people on your boat, so you can, keep them happy.
Yeah.
The animation is really nice. It's really cool, and it gives off like a hand-drawn style, Because it hit me right in the feels when the little shrew lady. It's like you're learning about her, right? And she's nice, but then the closer to the end of her arc, the more forgetful she gets because she has like Alzheimer's or something. So,
oh, wow.
So it's like really sad and bittersweet, but then, most of the time they're always really happy to finally like move on, and cause they've dealt with, their emotional baggage that they, died with and stuff. So,
oh yeah,
just it's always nice to play a game and not only be like, it was fun, but also like I connected with it a little bit,
Oh yeah, those games that you can actually connect with really stick with you longer.
Yeah. So, yeah, happy I played it. It was a lot longer than I thought it'd be, too. I think I put, like, 20 to 30 hours into that game.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's definitely a bang for your buck type of thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely one that I'm going to be buying and playing myself.
For sure. Okay, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Hyrule Warriors.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah. The combat, it's just being able to play around. They've refined it since the last game, and just all different, like the way that they actually were able to adjust the story to a new directive was actually really nice. I didn't get too far in it, but I haven't beaten it yet. I'm about halfway.
Okay.
But I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean the gameplay is a lot of fun. I really like the map
combos.
stuff.
Oh yeah, the way that they actually use the map to kind of have you unlock everything, and then still have a bit of the cooking from Breath of the Wild, but have that as your boost.
Yeah, I love how it's also involved with like the actual like to make it feel like Breath of the Wild, but in like a different context, which is cool.
And I also saw how you were having a little bit of trouble with Zelda when I first played her. I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Oh wait, no, this is why.
Yeah, she's just kind of weird.
She's very weird.
Yeah.
But I got the hang of her a little bit, but then it was like, this still feels weird. Why does it feel weird?
Yeah, it's just I think I prefer her light form, because you get like an alternate where because at the end of Breath of the Wild where she actually has like she's using her Triforce power, she's shooting the bow.
Oh yeah,
that's a playable class too. I find that to be more fun.
I saw you playing with the bow.
Yeah,
like that. I look forward to that, because then it's like, there we go.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm purposely avoiding Rivali's quest. I'm like, I don't want to get you.
Sad thing is he's fun to play too.
Yeah, I know. I saw you playing him and just like, I like this. God damn it.
I don't want to like Rivali. Leave me alone. I don't like his character, but I like playing his character. It's not fair.
It is not fair. I'll take his apprentice. Take his apprentice.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Go on through that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And plus, I know it's not a popular opinion, but I'm happy that we got like an alternate universe take.
Oh yeah. I wanted to be alternate universe instead of going the story, because then we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because now we have like a happy version.
Yeah.
So it's like we can have our cake and eat it too. So.
Oh yeah, we can fully have our cake and eat it too, and then see what's going to happen next in the next version, where we go to see where the imprisoned Ganon is, or
Exactly.
whatever happened to Ganon.
Yeah,
We got a lot to figure that out.
for sure.
Yeah, it's just a fun combat and everything.
Yeah.
Going into that type of game.
Who's your main?
My main right now is. I actually don't think I have a main right now.
Ah,
I
that's
just
fair.
switch between things.
You just like playing everybody.
Yeah, I'm like trying to feel things out. Still with it. Impa's really fun when you actually get the hang of her.
Yeah, no, she's fun. She's quick.
Oh yeah, quick, and then you just keep multiplying yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, now you got 20 of me going bum, 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 bum.
Right. Yeah. No, it's good. It's very
It's all right.
satisfying.
Oh yeah. And when you actually pull off Zelda when she's using her tablet, when you pull off the right combos to kill things,
Right.
it does feel good.
It does.
Like, even though it's weird, it feels good.
Yeah. No.
Like, I managed it.
No, I enjoy that game. Especially, I'm happy that I'm finally like finding some Musos I like.
Oh yeah.
You know, with playing that and then playing One Piece. It's cool to have. You know, it's always fun to find games that you finally like in a genre that you usually don't, look forward to. Where you're like, oh yes,
Oh yeah. Those are always the fun ones to find.
for sure. All right, my number 4
What is yours?
is Undermine.
Ooh yeah. I have not played enough to put it on my list.
It's so
Sadly.
fun, so good. I know it doesn't do anything crazy different from roguelikes, but as someone who doesn't play an endless amount of roguelikes, I think it does what roguelikes do really well conventionally, but I think it builds upon it in a fun way.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love, going down to the dungeons, finding new NPCs to unlock new rooms to give you more services. So you can have more diverse builds. There's the familiars to help give you different perks. I love that they added a way to help upgrade it so you lose less money when you die.
Uh-huh.
It's just really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun to play. I like the art style. The bosses are good. I like its sense of humor. I like that it has like a definitive end.
Oh yeah.
I like
just continually playing and playing and playing.
exactly. I do like that the bosses are once they're dead, which is really cool. Cause yeah, I do like roguelikes, but playing through and beating the same bosses over and over kind of gets old after a while. So it's nice that there's at least one out there where it's like, no, you got him. You're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about why I like Undermine so much, but it just does
your
really well.
Moonlighter
Exactly.
crave without the shop.
Moonlighter's good too. I like Moonlighter.
I actually need to play it fully because mine crashed. Remember how I was saying it was just crashing on me?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So, yeah, Undermine. Very happy I played it. It's a good length. Lots of great collectibles to get. Lots of different ways to shape your playthrough.
I really like playing Undermine with the actual mouse and keyboard because you're actually able to control the pickaxe a lot better, like throwing it around easier.
That makes sense. Alright, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Phasmophobia.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
the late adding. Well, just be able to play that type of game, like that type of game isn't really out. Like you don't really get the mystery of trying to find a entity that is like that and having ghost hunting like that.
That's true.
You kind of have. It's like the first time you actually get to experience like the old Ghost Hunter TV shows, and they've just updated it with to make it a little bit harder to find the ghost room instead of just having it where you just have the thermometer and find the ghost room pretty easily. You have to do a little bit more investigating.
they added new maps. They're still adding new maps and planning to add more.
Right.
And that just makes it so much better to have that. Also, being able to do it with friends as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And the craziness that just happens because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the scariness of hearing right behind you as you're like just asking simple questions and just talking normally with the friend. It's like, I wonder where it is. Behind you. It's like, ah!
Right. I definitely like that they took like a ghost game and then wanted to make it more scientific in a way, or a little more grounded, I guess.
Yeah,
So it's like,
did make it grounded.
you know, you're doing the equipment, you're looking at the lore, you're trying to find out specifically what it is so you can just research it properly and get out of there.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
if you know it right, you can find out what the actual ghost is based off one thing, if you can see it right.
Right, yeah. So yeah, no, it definitely is an interesting take for sure. So I hope they keep refining the formula and updating it. And
Yeah, it's one thing that we should go back to because that was really fun to do, and being able to see them see the new map, which is a prison map. And they plan to make an asylum. What was the next one? I think they have a prison, and they have one more that they have planned right away. Crap, I can't remember what. Oh, graveyard or a cemetery.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
So
a must-have.
that's one of the next maps that are coming out.
Cool,
So lots of fun to be had.
for sure. My number 3 is Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Just because,
I fully expected this one to be on your list, like in your top 5,
oh yeah,
because you are fully in Animal Crossing mode, and so is there.
oh yeah. I mean, I didn't put in as much hours as Cutie or Jess, but I did roll credits on it, so.
Oh yeah.
So at least for 2 or 3 weeks, I was all in.
Oh yeah.
Just because it has, I love the art style. I love how relaxed it was, especially with, you know, being stuck at home with the pandemic and stuff.
Oh fuck yeah! Like, it literally released in the perfect time
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
be there.
Yeah, no, that's why it sold gangbusters
Oh.
for sure.
Fuck. Back on Moonlighters thing,
Yeah.
they just released DLC.
Oh, cool. I might check that
Yeah,
out.
just a side tangent. There's a Moonlighter Between Dimensions.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a look at it.
Oh yeah. All right,
Um,
continue.
But yeah, I don't know. So I played Animal Crossing on the 3DS for like 20 hours. I enjoyed it, but it felt a little aimless just because, you know, it's just more about the sim aspect. So I think that this one was a little more goal-oriented. So, you know, like cool, I'm, you know, harvesting all this stuff so I can get, you know, another room, so I can, you know, assign all this cool stuff I'm getting to that room. So, like, oh, this is the game room, or oh, this is the bedroom. You know, just got that nice and simple game loop where you're going around, you're helping out NPCs, they're giving you free stuff, you're working towards getting enough money so you can, you know, get the next upgrade for your house or be able to afford a new piece of furniture. And then the social aspect of it, with everybody else having their islands, and we're, you know, going to each other's islands and sharing resources and stuff.
And it's so much easier now to do that
Yeah,
compared to the other games.
for sure.
Just having people come over to your island, and like the whole thing that they actually made the stock market around that.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, everyone in the community was so into it. We have a Discord section for it.
It has completely gone dead now, but
Understandably.
we had it there.
But for a while,
Yeah, literally, we had it going for a while.
yeah. So, no, I really appreciate games anytime it brings the community together, where we're actually active and playing. And
Killing Floor 2
yeah,
brought this community together,
mhm,
and it was a very awesome thing.
for sure.
Looking forward to either a lot more content with it, so we can actually go back to it, or the next game.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, they've been
Probably the
updating it
next
every
game.
month too. So, Jess, how many hours did you put in Animal Crossing?
A lot.
200 or 300, right?
200 about, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it's my number 3 this year. So, yeah.
It just didn't get for me. It was
Very
below Maneater.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fun time. I always enjoy really rewarding game loops that give you stuff. You know,
Oh,
like, oh, the next room. Oh, a piece
Hi,
of couch.
Cutie.
Oh, speaking of, Cutie, hello.
Cutie got here right as we were
Hello.
talking about Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, good. Guten Tag.
Yes.
Y'all. Guten Tag. Guten your tag.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just a fun time, especially the time it hit, and it was just relaxing and nice, and now that
We
they're
are on
pairing
number 3.
Isabelle with Doom Guy, it's even funnier.
Oh my god, that's been going on for a while.
That's a
let's be
wholesome
honest.
meme
That's-
there. We're
That's
on...
been going on. I think it's been going on since New Leaf.
Yeah.
Want some cheddar?
Yes, please. Yeah, we also... Cutie, we're on our number 3. To recap, my 5 and 4... My number 5 was Spiritfarer. My number 4 is Undermine. My number 3 is Animal Crossing. Nick, your 5, 4, 3?
My number 5 is Last of Us 2, Hyrule Warriors number 4, and Phasmophobia for number 3.
Yeah, Cutie, we've been talking for over an hour.
And we even went through honorable mentions and everything.
Honorable
We
mentions.
talked at least 10 minutes about Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't know, we'll talk about it more.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be another hour worth of Ghost of Tsushima. My number 2 is pretty good.
They are, I swear, Cutie.
Well, Cutie, let's be honest. I'm pretty sure you know both me and David's number 1. It's exactly the same game.
No one's gonna know my number 2, though. That's the funny part.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like you know my number 2 because I said it.
Yeah.
Like, it stole my number 2.
Yeah, Cutie, so far we did our worst/disappointing game of 2020. And then we did our favorite gaming moments of the year. And then we talked about honorable mentions. And now we are on our number 2 picks. What's your number 2, Nick?
My number 2 is Call of the Sea.
Yeah.
It's a very fun puzzle, well, kind of puzzle platformer, but not really platformer. Very misguessed for the puzzles. The story is really fun, and it's just the art style is one of those art styles that won't really get old. They didn't go full photoreal. They went for a nice art style that is a little bit cartoony, but also has those nice real elements to it.
How dare you, Cutie? Rude. Cutie, I'll have you know, every Saturday, by the way, we're doing roleplay on the stream, so you can see us make poor decisions. I'm not your rude.
As they catch up. But yeah, it was just a really fun story to go through. There were a few puzzles that I got stuck on, and one that I was just being stupid and not looking around.
Yeah.
Because it was right in front of my face, and I just kept walking by it.
Yay, puzzles!
I literally just walked by a post that was important. And it's like, oh, this post is important. It's just a post. Walk by it. So my girlfriend who bought me the game said, look at the post. I'm like, God fucking damn it. But it was really fun. It is a very good story of a woman that is trying to find her husband in the island. I'll say that much about it.
Okay.
And I highly recommend it to anyone that loves those type of games and wants to experience a very fun story.
Cool. Good pick.
Oh yeah.
Glad it snuck up on him. Yeah.
Oh, it literally stuck up on me. Literally, I did not expect that to come in and be like, "Oh, this is number 2 now."
Right? It's always cool
I
when you
can't
can
put it
squeeze
as
it in.
Well, I didn't even squeeze in. It was like, "Nope, shove."
You will rank me.
You will rank me on the top 2.
Game, you're so forceful.
Oh, it was so good.
Good.
Fully recommend it.
Cool. Alright.
Fully worth its price tag.
Good. My number 2. Anyone want to guess before I say? Everyone get your guess in.
Oh god, I actually have no idea right now.
I will give a hint. It's on Switch.
The Switch game?
Yes.
Okay. Is it actually Hyrule Warriors?
No.
No.
Monster Hunter Rise, I wish! That's in, 5 weeks.
Mhm.
That... Although, spoilers, cutie, that's my most anticipated game of the year of 2021 so far. If Breath of the Wild 2 gets released, it'll be that.
I have, in all honesty, I have 3 for it.
There you go.
3 or 4.
Short Hike. Good guess. Cute game, but nah.
And Hijack.
And hello. If you think about it like this, cutie, if you buy Monster Hunter Rise, you get to kill all those monsters and then eat their meat. So, double purpose.
Phrasing.
Yes, eat the monster meat. Beat the meat, then eat it.
Oh god, you went full in on it now.
Yay!
Well, it's. No, I gotta do it.
Do it.
No, I'm just gonna do this.
No! These dwarves are mining cum!
That was David that said it.
Yeah, but you quoted the date it, so.
Yeah, I had to. It was in your stream. I had to quote it.
It's fair. I'm not ashamed.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah, I have no clue what yours is.
that's fair. I don't think anyone will guess. Because I never streamed it!
Oh, that's not fair.
Well, it's because I didn't have internet at the time. I just moved.
Ah.
Yeah. My number 2 is a game I've never played before, so it counts. And it came out on Switch this year. Pikmin 3 Deluxe Edition.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember you said you started playing that.
Mm-hmm. It was like a 5-day window where we didn't have internet yet. So, to keep myself entertained, I bought it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Because I was sitting there bored, so I downloaded the demo, and the demo was a lot of fun. So I said, what the heck, I'll get it. It's great. It's an RTS that I'm actually not bad at it.
Nice.
But
He did say it.
I am. I haven't streamed it yet, though.
Yeah, he has. It's true. You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm streaming Pikmin 3 next, and then Ghost and Goblins Resurrection. So, but no, it has that Nintendo charm. The world is really interesting because it's a world after humans have been gone, because you're finding just old relics of human technology. But I love that you're just teeny. You're in this massive, beautiful environments with these huge creatures. I am bad at platformers, but I've always wanted to play Ghosts and Goblins. Always seemed fun. So I thought, what the heck?
Oh my god.
Plus, there's co-op in it now, so.
We're gonna have platform god moments.
You gotta bring them back. From what I've heard, So people might enjoy it. We'll see what happens. I'm willing to dive in and see how it goes.
Oh yeah.
I want to play that and Cyber Shadow before Monster Hunter comes out. But yeah, I don't know. It's got the Nintendo charm. The gameplay is really interesting because you're going around the map, getting different fruits and items and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of time management, but it's not like super stressful timing. Because the game is you crash land on this planet, and you're collecting fruit and other things so you can not starve. So you're getting fruit to survive. You're finding pieces of your crashed ship so you can fix it. And it does a really good job with different challenges and introducing new kinds of Pikmin to solve different puzzles. The bosses are actually really cool. They're all really huge and well designed and intimidating. They're fun. And I'm a boss whore, so the fact that Pikmin 3 came out and rocked a bunch of good bosses for no reason really surprised me. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a really good time with it. It's really charming and really fun to play, and it wasn't too long, wasn't too short. I just had a great time with it, and I'm really looking forward to Pikmin 4 now, whenever that comes out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fun enough that I want to come back and stream it for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a blast. Right? Fubar, I'm totally getting that too. I know you'd like that. Yeah, that game looks sick. I think it's called Project Triangle Strategy. It's a working title. Yeah, then they're doing a Legend of Mana remake, but it's like it's like updated like bit graphics, so that looks really cool. And there's like another one. It looks kind of like a PS1 era. Like you know the backgrounds, how they're like they do like pre-rendered like drawn stuff. It's kind of like that, but that's like there's a remake of something of like an older. It's like Saga something. It's coming out in the summer too, so they have like a lot of cool like older JRPGs coming back. But yeah, that Project Triangle Strategy looks sweet. Because Nick, it's Octopath Traveler graphics, but it plays like Final Fantasy Tactics.
I saw the in the video. I haven't watched it quite yet.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's supposed to come out in 2022.
Nice. Should be really good. Lots of things to look forward to.
Alright, Chad, I wonder what our number one is.
I know! It's not like it's both the same game. It couldn't be.
My number one game is Goblin Sword! I did it! Fuck you! No. It's Ghost of Tsushima!
Yeah, that's both of our number ones. It couldn't not be for us.
Wouldn't it be so funny if we just popped out Neo 2? Like, hey guys, remember that game I was screaming at?
Oh, jeez.
That's true. According to the Video Game Awards, Last of Us 2 is the next coming of Christ, and he came hard. No, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima, it's in my Hall of Fame. I love that game. I beat it twice and platinumed it.
I don't think I've beaten it once. I have not started my second playthrough, but I'm going to, and I'm going to be platinuming it when I can.
Yeah.
Because it's just fun. I think I got most of the achievements already done. It'll just be going back through and grabbing all the the different haiku spots and others and things like that.
Fubar's calling you out.
Oh shush. I know. I used to say I said ghosts a lot.
I mean, you're creating a lot of ghosts with your sword.
Yeah, you really are. A lot of headless ones as well.
Yeah, yes.
So many fun things. The combat was just so nice. Like fighting and having the parry and everything. Different combos with different stances you could do. Oh.
For sure, Fubar. Yeah. I think you'd really enjoy it for sure.
Literally, it's just amazing.
Yeah. Oh no,
Music.
the duel system
Oh yeah.
is great in cinematic. Countering that perfect like bounce off thing, and you kill them in one slice. Makes you feel. This game makes you feel so badass.
It's
so
literally
good.
a badass simulator. It's
Yeah.
a badass simulator. You will feel like a badass.
If you ever wanted to be a
This game.
samurai, it's this game.
Yeah, this is literally the game to play. And you're also a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have the multiplayer going co-op fucking samurai ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Just so fun to play.
This game is firing on all cylinders. Great
It
gameplay,
really-
beautiful world, great characters, great combat.
Literally, we didn't think it was gonna, like, we thought, oh, this is gonna be a fun game. And then literally Ghost of Tsushima comes in, just sucker punches you in the gut with how good the graphics are, then sucker punches you again in the face with how good the story is, and it's just over and over again. It's like, no, you are the best. This is the best game you could play right now.
Yeah.
Like, you are not going to play anything else. You are going to play this until you finish it.
And it's ironic that you say that because the developer is Sucker Punch.
Yeah, that's why I said it that way. Just
Okay.
Sucker punch.
Just want to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna just punch you in the face. Like, yeah, you're gonna love this game.
Plus, the loading times in that game are insane.
You're
They're so fast.
You expect it. It's like you expect that type of game that you load the whole thing. That
Yeah.
it's gonna take a while. It's like, wait, it's already done. Okay.
Yeah, it loads like a PS5 game before the PS5 even came out.
Mm-hmm. And the
Ridiculous.
PS5 is gonna be even better.
Mhm.
And it's gonna look better.
Yeah.
Ah. And literally the one game, the higher graphics game that we didn't have many crashes with. I think I have one crash with Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't think I had any.
I had one, if I remember right.
Yeah. No, that game runs really well, for sure.
Compared to Watch Dogs Legion
Mm-hmm.
in Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Watch Dogs Legion was just most buggy game of the year.
Especially by the end.
Oh,
Got
dude,
worse
it
the
was
closer to the
worst.
final mission. Yeah.
It did. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I haven't crashed as many times as David. It's literally the reason why I got my fucking capture card.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason why I got it, because it was like, I'm done dealing with this. I'm gonna get the capture card so I don't have to worry about restarting my stream every fucking time. And it's still nice to have the capture card. It's like, god damn it. And also, now, we also have to go back eventually, because it's got multiplayer now. Don't know what
Well,
that is
yeah.
all about, but it's got it.
Now? Like they implemented
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, they implemented it at the end of December.
Cool.
So,
Well, if
gotta
it
go
doesn't
back
crash
to
on the time.
yeah, I'll go back to it eventually and just see like what it's gonna be,
Right?
because I don't think they ever said what it was gonna be.
I don't know. We talked about Predator earlier, Fubar.
Yeah, for me it is the most disappointing game because it didn't go anywhere.
Predator
Sadly,
was fun.
it was
It just-
fun. Like,
there wasn't enough to
I
do after
still
a
like
while.
Yeah.
It needed more support, and it didn't get more support. It needed more content
didn't get
updates. It needed some balancing.
Major balancing issues.
Yeah. But no. Predator was, I think I gave it like a 7.
We have to put a side note for Genshin Impact. God damn it.
Cutie's number 1 is
Rising.
Genshin Impact. Good choice, Cutie. I hear that game is very popular.
Very popular, and depending on and if you want to go with the money route or non-money, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Just you're going to be losing out on some of the things. It is a money sink, as those types of gacha games are. But if you do it right and are responsible with your money, you're good with it.
Yeah. I only played it for like an hour, but it seems like it's
Yeah.
pretty nice for a free game, like a free-to-play game. So I'm glad people are really enjoying it. And mostly a time sinker, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usually gotta be if it's a free game like that, just so they can keep you playing.
Oh yeah.
I like the art style. It looks nice.
Yeah, it does look nice. Yeah, our number one. We can't really beat Ghost of Tsushima with any of the games that came out this year.
No.
In my
so
opinion,
good.
there was nothing.
Like,
There was nothing that came close.
Once I get a PS5, and if I have like nothing to play, I'm like, oh, well, I might check out the PS5 version. I might put another
I'm not even
30 hours into that game.
It's not even gonna be. Oh, I don't have nothing to do. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go back there and just see it. I don't even care if I'm playing something else. Load.
Now it'll be one of those games where I revisit every couple of years, I think.
Oh yeah. Because even if there is kind of a same thing, a same way you have to kind of defeat things,
Yeah.
you can still kind of have different ways of fighting. Because I didn't use the samurai armor you used at all.
Yeah.
Like I avoid it almost completely, except for I think the ghost armor. That's the last one I actually put on and kept on.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Because most of the game I played with the Ronin armor.
I like the look of the
It
running
just
armor.
looks cool.
Yeah. No, I think that's why I did 2 playthroughs, because I love being like the badass, just stand there and like come at me kind of samurai. And then the second playthrough, I tried to focus on just using tools more and doing stealth stuff, and
Oh yeah.
it's fun how different
it's really
it plays.
fun
So.
when you do that.
Oh,
And being able to just literally go in with a bow and take out half of them and then just go to the front of it and be like, hey, guess what? I'm going to challenge you all to the death.
yeah.
Because I did that a couple times where I literally got sniped a ton of them and it was like, well, now I can just challenge the front people to death because they never saw me.
Yeah. No, yeah, Kitty. Yeah. It's been a long year since Understandable forgot it came out in 2020. It came out spring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, spring didn't feel like it ever ended. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
I think that's why I
Like-
did 2 playthroughs.
Like, literally, it still feels like March.
Yeah.
Even though we are in the end of actually pretty much the beginning of the winter, and we're about to go back into March.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, just lots of fun with that, and the fans around it. Again, we have to shout them out for helping restore shrines on Tsushima.
That was cool.
Amazing thing for people to do.
For sure. Yeah. Nothing but infinite praise for that game, so.
Plus, they actually released a free multiplayer version.
Yeah.
Where you can play four in horde modes, and made it actually interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the fact that it's good, super cool.
Really good.
Yeah. Good job, Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
At least they got the Player's Choice Award this year. But they
Yeah,
got the
they
Game of the
got
Year
way
for the
more.
players' vote, so. At least they
Yeah,
got
they still got way
something. I would have been so mad
Yeah.
if they got completely robbed.
Yeah.
So at least they got some kind of reward. Half-Life Alyx didn't get dick.
And yet it was so good. It literally is where they need to go. Like, Half-Life Alyx is where how Valve starts playing going back into Half-Life. It's because they don't normally make Half-Life games unless they're testing out new things. That's literally their test platform.
Yeah.
So literally, we can expect not only Half-Life 3, but Left 4 Dead more.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
Right. Hopefully it's good.
We can actually see Valve actually count to 3.
Right, yeah. They finally
First time ever.
gotten over their feud with the number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly, Fubar. Yeah. Everyone knows Ghost of Tsushima was number 1 this year. But people are going to side with Naughty Dog because it's Naughty Dog. And that's just...
I loved it, but it wasn't Game of the Year for me.
Yeah. It's interesting just because Last of Us 2 is so divisive that it's so funny that's like the sweeping winner. Like you think it'd win less just because of how people felt. But
Yeah, you'd expect that.
Ghost of Tsushima was like, no, this game's great. Everyone should play it. But I guess it's not good enough to get awards. Like, yeah, it's all a popularity contest. You know, critics are buddies with Naughty Dog, and they're already invested with the story of Ellie and Joel and stuff. So it's like it's got that already baked into it.
Yeah, it's sad that it didn't get the game of the year where it should have.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the popularity vote. Can't remember if it got. I know it was nominated for art direction. I don't think it got art direction. I think I have to look it up. Did Naughty Dog get art direction? I hope not.
I don't know.
If
I
it
voted
wasn't,
for it.
if it wasn't
voted
Ghost of
for-
Tsushima, then I guess out of the nominees you would give it to Hades, right? Oh no, she gonna die. Oh. Let me see. Art direction of the year.
Yeah, Hades won
VGA.
something. I don't know what it did.
I think it won indie game. I know IGN and a couple outlets gave it Game of the Year, gave Hades Game of the Year.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, good. Ghost of
see what's
Tsushima
going
won
on
art
your-
direction.
on your game.
Good. Right, it's just outside
Yeah,
the
it
range.
should've.
It did. So it did win art direction. Good. So it got it. I
Good.
think that's the two things it got was the player choice and art direction. It did.
As it should.
Hades. Hades, I think, won the second most. If you're not counting only VGAs, it won a bunch of Game of the Year stuff for different outlets. I'm pretty sure it won more stuff than Ghost of Tsushima did for counting like other outlets Game of the Year.
Yeah. Which is a little sad because Ghost of Tsushima is higher for me.
Me too. I just think people kind of write it off. They're like, it's another really well-made open world game, and then they compare it to Assassin's Creed, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't
What?
understand people that try to compare it that way.
It's like I guess it's like Assassin's Creed, except it has like it's like trim the fat.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah. It's my game of the year. That's all that matters. Is everyone
Oh, yeah.
what game you enjoyed the most? So
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima more
me too.
than so many games.
I can't wait to revisit it in the future.
Oh yeah. Definitely going to as well. It's like we gotta go back to that.
All right, Nick. What's your most anticipated game of 2021?
I actually have a few.
Hit it.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Getting that remastered out there. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And Monster Hunter Rise.
There you go. Mine is Monster Hunter Rise. Who knew? Also, shout out to No More Heroes 3. Because now he's fighting aliens for the sake of the planet. So it's a great way to up the ante from the last two.
Oh yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2, if it ever gets a release date.
Don't think we're gonna get it this year.
I do. I hope. I feel
You
it
can
in my
hope, but I don't think so.
bones. Bravely Default 2, good choice, Fubar. I think it's out in like a couple days.
Might be. Let me see.
Keanu Red Pill it. There you go, baby.
The 26th. From what I see.
Cool, yeah. 8 days.
Not too far.
Oh, does it, Kitty? Wow, good timing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know No More Heroes 3 comes out on my brother's birthday. Comes out on August 27th.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm excited for Monster Hunter Rise to play with all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
You know, to co-op again. That's always fun to be able to do.
Plus, it'll be Jess's first time playing it, so
Oh yeah.
that'll be good. I hope she likes it.
Same. And we have a fourth player, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause there's Game God, you, me, Jess, Cutie, Sai. So it's good to have some choices.
Oh yeah.
Wrecked. That's right. He gets brought back! Damn it! You
Get wrecked, David.
bitch! Nick ASMR. Huh? No, Nick, put your pants back on! But yeah, I'm sure there's lots of stuff. I'll look forward to more of it once I get a PS5.
Oh yeah.
So Resident Evil 8 looks really cool. I feel like Fubar would be interested in Returnal because of the third person. It's the first third person roguelike I've seen, at least with that kind of budget. Here you go, cutie.
One way to do it.
This guy's always been annoying. I will beat him! Well, yeah, all in all, a good year, I think.
A very good year.
Yeah, well, game-wise.
Oh yeah. And with everything else, not so much.
Yeah. Die, you punk-ass bitch! Get off the ledge! Damn it. He's almost there. Get out of here! Exactly. In a world state of things, everything sucked. Personally, and video game-wise, pretty good. Pretty good year. Pretty fruitful.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you got any other closing thoughts you want to do?
Not really anymore. Lots more to come, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get to that point where we can actually get to those other games, and hopefully the games industry doesn't slow down too much.
Yeah, I hope not.
I'm fully expecting it to happen, but
Yeah.
and I'm also hoping that CD Projekt Red gets the management act together because they need to stop being dumbasses.
Yeah. Like, I want to play Cyberpunk when it comes out with its PS5 version, if it's stable enough at least.
Oh yeah.
Because I hear the game is good when it runs.
Mm-hmm. That's everything I've heard. It's a good story and everything.
Yeah.
It's just you got to be able to get past that. It's barrier of entry of dumbass.
Yeah. Gotta pay the dumbass tax.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. I guess. Here's to a good 2021, everybody. Thank you for still being part of the community. And if some of you aren't here much just because life gets busy, I totally get it. It's cool that you're here to stop by and say hi anytime at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just hoping that we can have some good co-ops in the future, some good hangouts, and just have another good year of gaming and hanging out.
Oh yeah. More gaming for everyone.
Yeah.
And to all a good night.
Yeah. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna go and finish the salad. Thank you for being a part of the podcast. I'm glad we finally got it done. Valheim co-op. If my computer can run it. I mean, I heard nothing but good things about it. I'd be down, Fubar. I'd be down. Heard nothing but good stuff. So. So yeah. I'll be back tomorrow night with some Pikmin 3. You watch me lob little plant people at things. It'll be a good time. Eat well, sleep well. Yes, yes. Thank you. Alrighty, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.